Rox's final words to Xion in Kingdom Hearts 3 Favorite Days Over 2, who else will have ice cream with, are a great cause for debate for Kingdom Hearts fans all over the internet. Many people think that's a silly line and didn't show the gravity of the situation, but personally I disagree. Not only do I think that's not a bad line, I think it's a great line. Of course, many people have different opinions, but I'm going to give my own and reason for why I love these final words. Rox is the story's nobody. While he's definitely a separate character, they do share some traits, though they weren't apparent when Rox was first created. They are both quite innocent characters that over the course of their respective story arcs have become more and more accustomed to the harsh world they live in. At this point in the story, Roxas still has his innocence. He's not ready to deal with the death of Xion. He struggles to comprehend that one of his best friends is dying and that he was the one who caused it. He only remembers her in her last moments, and he's trying to find something, anything to say to show her that how much he cares for her and that he doesn't want her to go. In his rush to think of something to say, his mind goes to what he constantly shares with his two best friends, sea salt ice cream. At the beginning of the game, when Rox is practically still in mind as a zombie, Axel's trying to explain friendship to him. He says the two of them should go get ice cream, and when Rox asks why, Axel responds with, "Because we're friends." Rox then thinks and says at the time that friends are people who get ice cream together. This memory from only 7 days into his existence stayed with him and influenced his choice of words at the end of the game. Rather than being a clunky, badly written line, it is a fantastic piece of continuity that ties the beginning and end of the game together fantastically. Lots of people think that the delivery on this line was awful. Again, I have to disagree. Jesse McCartney does an amazing job of voicing Roxas, and his line is no different. You can clearly hear the emotion in his voice. It's nothing like the monotone delivery of someone like Sayx or Marlusha, though the voice is supposed to be like that for Sayx at least. A monotone delivery would sound something more like, "Who else will I have ice cream with?" Apologies for my bad voice acting. Rox is a character that has a lot of sadness in his life and character, and his voice for these moments is definitely not a problem. Jesse McCartney nails this line, and there's no problem with it in terms of voice acting. My final point actually has nothing to do with the line itself. The music in this scene, which is Xion's theme if you're wondering, suits the atmosphere perfectly. I'm going to pause for a moment just to play this music so you can appreciate how amazing it is. Jesse McCartney and Alison Stoner's stunning delivery coupled with a beautiful music piece makes this one of my favourite scenes in Kingdom Hearts and possibly one of my favourites in gaming. I don't think Rox's line holds down the scene at all. I think it helps it. It's a very important line and it will never be forgotten. That's it for this video, but I hope you enjoyed and feel free to enjoy the rest of the scene. I'm going to leave it playing on the screen.
Xion.